Listen to Sergio Sanchez every morning on News Talk 710 KURV and on the Radio Parami app. Stay informed with exclusive interviews from top local and state leaders, plus economic development news, business, and medical reports, and all the local news from the RGV. It's everything you need to know to start your day right. Sergio Sanchez and News Talk 710 KURV on the free Radio Parami app. Download it now.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson reads a statement from the Alexander family.
The greatest gift imaginable. News that our beautiful son Idan is returning home after 583 days in captivity in Gaza. We express our deepest gratitude to President Trump, Steve Witkoff, and the U.S. administration for their tireless work to make this happen.
Now, the president is also continuing to push for an end to the war in Ukraine. And now this.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he'll be in Turkey on Thursday and wants Russian leader Vladimir Putin to meet him there to talk directly about ending the war. This all came about after President Donald Trump insisted Ukraine throw out their demand for a ceasefire before peace talks take place. The Kremlin's not confirmed or denied if President Putin is willing to take part.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Before President Trump takes off for Saudi Arabia this morning on a Middle East trip, he'll sign an executive order aiming to lower prescription drug prices. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt just told Fox it's a very big deal
for American families and especially our seniors who have been ripped off by very large and rich pharmaceutical companies.
America's listening to Fox News.
This is Joe Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the nation's largest family law firm, but we're more than just size. We're part of your community. With offices across the country, our attorneys and staff live and work right where you do. And because we're local, we know your courts, your laws, and your legal community. When divorce puts your future on the line, you need a firm that's both powerful and personal. Call Cordell & Cordell.
Offices in San Antonio, Austin, and St. Louis. Schedule an appointment with one of our firm's San Antonio area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, Principal Partner. CordellCordell.com.
Don't get suckered into the same old free phone game by Big Wireless. There is a better way. Pure Talk, my sponsor, my wireless company, has a better offer. The brand new free Samsung Galaxy with qualifying plan for $35 a month. You get unlimited talk, unlimited text, 15 gigs of data, all on America's most dependable 5G network. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword Pure Talk for your free Samsung Galaxy with qualifying plan. Pure Talk, wireless by Americans for Americans.
Nearly 100 more flights to and from Newark, New Jersey's airport are canceled or delayed this morning. The airport continues to deal with a shortage of air traffic controllers and technical glitches. There was another one yesterday.
When these terminals go dark and there are so many planes flying above, the public is freaked out.
Democratic Senate Leader Chuck Schumer demanding the FAA make fixing Newark's problems a top priority. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy's proposed a nationwide system upgrade and hiring more controllers.
Secretary Duffy on NBC's Meet the Press said he'll act on what Congress has authorized about addressing a shortage of air traffic controllers.
Extend the retirement age for air traffic controllers from 56 to 61.
Duffy says he'll also offer an incentive to those workers to maintain their experience.
I'm going to give them a 20% upfront bonus to stay on the job. Don't retire. Keep serving your country.
The FAA is about 3,000 controllers short of desired numbers. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
A jury will be seated today to put star rapper and music producer Sean Diddy Combs on trial in federal court in New York City, followed by opening statements.
Prosecutors allege Sean Diddy Combs used violence and money to coerce several women into drug-fueled sex parties. The 55-year-old has pled not guilty to charges including racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. His lawyers argue the encounters were all consensual. Combs' ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, is expected to testify for the prosecution, likely to be questioned about viral 2016 hotel surveillance footage showing Combs kicking and dragging her. The defense says it will show evidence alleging their relationship was mutually violent. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
In the NBA playoffs, the Oklahoma City Thunder got even. The West's top seed beat Denver 92-87 to tie their series 2-2. But the East's top seed, Cleveland, lost to Indiana again, 129-109. The Pacers now lead the Cavaliers 3-1. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
It is a Monday morning, May 12th, 2025. You're in tune with what is News Radio for South Texas. the morning news with show producer Fred Cruz. We got AccuWeather meteorologist Bill Dager. We have to bring him in. I think Jeffrey Nordine fainted when he saw the forecast. We have to bring Bill Dager in. We'll speak with him in about 3 minutes. Scorcher of a forecast. Should be up to 107 by Wednesday. I'm Sergio Sanchez. Appreciate you being with us. Join us at Radio Para Mi. Download that free app. Update to rules in the classroom. Rules for public schools meant to protect teachers and crack down on violent students.
Texas teachers are being attacked in the classroom. The state legislature doing something to stop it. A bill would make it easier for schools to hand out suspensions. State Senator Charles Perry says the goal is to give teachers more confidence,
knowing that they have some control or disruptions and a safer environment for all.
His bill allows schools to kick students off campus when they engage in repeated and significant classroom disruptions. That includes kids as young as those in pre-K.
That's Michael Board with that report. The U.S. is blocking imports of livestock along the southern border with Mexico in an effort to stop the spread of a parasitic insect.
The Department of Agriculture announced Sunday the measures were being taken in response to the New World screwworm, a pest detected on farms some 700 miles from the border. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins said the suspension would continue on a month-by-month basis until containment and eradication efforts show progress. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Texas state lawmakers are advancing legislation that would restrict real estate sales to certain countries. The State House amending Senate Bill 17, which permits real estate sales restrictions against countries deemed as national security threats by the U.S. National Director of Intelligence. Back to the Valley, a Utah man, a 25-year-old Maxwell Sterling Jensen, pleading not guilty to federal charges late last week linked to a crude oil terminal in the Valley. Jensen and 3 other members of his family are accused of buying stolen crude oil and having it delivered to a terminal at Rio Hondo. The scheme allegedly laundered millions of dollars for Mexican drug cartels. A pretrial hearing in this case is set for June. And the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley has agreed to buy the big building for the Monitor that most everybody around here drives by on Nolana and Jackson. AIM Media announced late last week that the building at 1400 East Nolana will be sold to UTRGV. Details of the sale are still being negotiated. The time is 7:08 on Newstalk 710 KURV. It is AccuWeather time, and AccuWeather meteorologist Bill Dager joining us. I want to say thank you to Dougie and all the gang over at Martin Farm and Ranch for providing us the 7 o'clock AccuWeather. And we were joking about this off air, Bill, that Jeffrey Nordine decided to call out sick.
He's leaving me with a hot forecast, that's for sure.
He didn't want to answer the questions related to the scorcher of a forecast. So triple digits more than likely somewhere in South Texas today. Definitely tomorrow up to like 104, 105. 106
yeah, that's right.
Oof, what's going on, dude? Why so hot? The forecast?
Today, the upper 90s. Yeah, tomorrow, Wednesday, and beyond, probably triple digits across much of the valley. Your only hope for being below triple digit territory is to be at the beaches the next few days. Yeah, this is an early season dome of high pressure, strong enough to be considered a summer-like heat dome building over Mexico, the Gulf, into Texas. And yeah, that's going to keep us dry. It'll keep us hot right through the end of the week.
Man, I'm afraid when I hear the words dome of high pressure, we've heard it in the past. Yes. Those suckers stick around for a while. So is that the case for this one? It's going to be around for weeks, or can you cool things down at the end of the week, or what?
It looks like through at least the early and middle part of next week. Yeah, I don't really see any break in the heat through then. These chances of rain, these cold fronts that are moving through the plains never make it south into Texas. So hot and dry right through at least the next week and a half.
There I go, as expected. You hear those glitches on the, that's the internet. It's already melting. So it's afraid of all the hot temperatures. Hey, travel for Texas, San Antonio, Central Texas, Houston, and then North Texas, Dallas. What you got for us?
Yeah, it's just heat. That's all we got in our forecast. The thunderstorms have moved out of Texas. Dry weather over the next few days. Like we are here in the valley, those temperatures in Austin, San Antonio, reaching into triple digits as early as tomorrow.
All right, pal. Current conditions across the area. What you got?
Yeah, so we're going to want temperatures like these here over the next few days to cool down. 67 right now in Brownsville and McAllen. Harlingen 62. Weslaco, you're at 66.
Under that, my goodness, that awesome. It's in the mid upper 60s right now. Enjoy it. Enjoy that morning walk because it's going to be nasty hot, and even overnight it's going to be nasty hot here in a few days. AccuWeather meteorologist Bill Dager. And your certified Purina feed dealer is Martin Farm and Ranch in Edinburgh. Big thanks to Dougie and all the gang at Martin Farm and Ranch providing a 7 o'clock AccuWeather. Well, just in time for a triple-digit heat in South Texas, more coolers are being recalled.
On Thursday, Igloo Coolers announced it's recalling 130,000 90-quart flip-and-tow rolling coolers. This is in addition to the 1,060,000 flip-and-tow rolling coolers they previously recalled in February. The problem is the tow handle can pinch your fingers against the cooler, causing fingertip amputation and crushing hazards. So far, Igloo has received 78 reports of fingertip injuries, including 26 resulting in fingertip amputations, bone fractures, and lacerations. The recalled coolers were sold from January 2019 through January 2025. And if you own one of the Igloo coolers, you should stop using it immediately and contact Igloo for a free replacement handle.
That's Stephen Randall with that report. An exclusive Muslim development in North Texas now has the attention of federal investigators.
The Justice Department opening an investigation into a proposed Muslim community in North Texas. It comes at the request of Senator John Cornyn, who says religious discrimination has no place in the Lone Star State.
We should welcome people of all sorts of different faiths and people of no faith. If Christians and Jews will be excluded, that's a problem.
Attorney General Pam Bondi said in the statement, they want to know if the developers of Epic City could choose who lives there based on their faith. The planned community is about 1 hour northeast of Dallas. It includes hundreds of homes and a school centered around a mosque.
Michael Board reporting a lithium deposit worth over $1 trillion has been discovered in our country. It's located near the Oregon-Nevada border. Could be one of the largest lithium deposits ever found. Some see it as a possible boost for electric battery production in America. Geologists say that the caldera may contain between 20 and 40 million metric tons of lithium. A new study saying that you should avoid evening exercises if you want a good night's rest. The study includes almost 15,000 men and women. Found that exercising 4 hours before bedtime will make it harder to fall asleep and cut your sleep time by up to almost 45 minutes. You know, you won't have any problem with this, right? You and I won't have any problem with this, right, Freddie? Well, we're not exercising in the evening or at all, right? Have you been exercising? No. You get exercise in the morning? Well, getting out of bed doesn't count, Freddie. Yeah. A new artificial intelligence tool would tell you how old you look biologically.
Face age turns a headshot into a number that reflects a person's biological age. Based on thousands of photos, face age gave most cancer patients a biological age 5 years older than healthy peers. Research shows humans age at different rates based on genes, stress, exercise, and habits like smoking and drinking. Face age promises the same results as genetic DNA tests using only a selfie. I'm Mark Mayfield.
The Treasury Secretary up in D.C. saying that the federal government could hit its debt limit as soon as August.
Scott Bessent told congressional leaders Friday they need to increase or suspend the debt limit by mid-July, or else the government won't be able to pay its bills. Bessent said in a letter to House Speaker Mike Johnson the government could run out of money while Congress is in recess. He urged lawmakers to act to protect the full faith and credit of the United States. Bessent's Warning Act says a deadline for Congress to pass President Trump's massive tax and spending cuts package. I'm Brian Shook.
Senate bill in Austin would allow folks in Texas to hunt an invasive African sheep from helicopters. It's moving in the Texas House as well. No one spoke in opposition to this measure. The imported Aoudad sheep have been thriving well enough to compete with native animals, and they carry a strain of bacteria dangerous to commercial sheep and goats. And a limited number of full-size drivable replicas of the Batman Tumbler vehicle from Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy being sold, Freddie. Man, I'd buy one of these as a gift. I know how much you love Batman. I don't know why, but there are 10 replicas of this Tumbler vehicle. It's a tank-like off-road vehicle. It's available for purchase. The Tumbler costs $3 million. If you, yeah. Does it actually do the whole tumbling thing? Like, or it just looks like the thing, and because then it would be worth. Yeah, well, that's what would make it worth $3 million. Because outside of that, it's just like a fancy schmancy lowrider with a bunch of Batman paneling on it, right? If it's the one on things like the one with the big wheels, kind of low to the ground, right? And it has a bunch of paneling on it and guns in it, and then it like rolls, right? That's right. That's the one I was thinking about. But it does none of that, and they're still charging $3 million for that. Put some guns in it. Put some, I'd buy it for you, Freddie. I'm still waiting on the whole Rush Limbaugh size contract here pretty soon. This is the Valley's Morning News. Time is 7:16. Happy Monday. Going to share with you camp information for South Texas College. Yeah, it doesn't have fishing, doesn't have the s'mores at night at the campfire. It does have information your kids need to know so that we can put them in a pipeline for all the high-tech jobs headed this way and other construction jobs headed this way. That's next on the Valley's Morning News.
Active Liver is the easy way to get daily detox to keep you healthy and feeling your best. Find Active Liver at your local CVS or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
Teclo Garcia, Mission Economic Development.
Ruby Red Ventures, the competition part. Shark Tank-like competition. New businesses under 2 years old or startups, entrepreneurship, small business training with UTRGV and the Kauffman Institute and us. The small business can choose to compete for funding. And we have about $50,000. Those businesses can compete. They got to pitch to us.
So do we have a pelon like Kevin O'Leary? That would be the final part of this competition to figure out who gets the cash.
We're funding small businesses who can create jobs and maybe get to launch a new idea.
Median household income.
For Mission, it's $60,813. Among the big cities in the Valley, that's the highest. McAllen is at $60,165. Edinburgh's 57. Harlingen's at 56. Farr is at 49. Brownsville is at 48.
Contact the Mission Economic Development Corporation to start your business in Mission at missionedc.com. Your mission starts here.
Brian Kilmeade here, inviting you to tune in weekday mornings starting at 9 for The Sergio Show with Sergio Sanchez on News Talk 710 KURV and KURV.com.
Thank you much for waking up with News Talk 710 KURV, 710 AM radio, but everybody going online. So we've been there for a long time now. Go find us at Radio Panami. Download the free app. 710 KURV is right there. We got Astros baseball tonight, 6:40 pregame on 710 KURV. Big thank you to Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women and the Mission Economic Development Office. Look ahead to summer. Already another academic year soon to be in the books. And with summer comes camps. Excellent. Olivia De La Rosa, Dean of Continuing Education and Workforce Development at South Texas College, is our guest. South Texas College Summer Camps, Miss Olivia. So are they like workforce training, academic in nature? Tell me some of the offerings that we have at STC for the summer.
Well, thank you for having me on. So our camps vary from creative camps, academic camps, workforce camps. We've got things like robotics, which is a little bit tailored to the workforce side. We've got welding camps. We've got fun camps like cupcake and cookie decorating. We've got a camp on HVAC for those that are interested in HVAC. So our camps vary from creative camps to workforce camps. There's all sorts of camps for all different types of interests.
And limited, I would imagine when you talk about welding and things like that, we're talking about high schoolers or older kids, right? Or young people in college that would be able to access something like this, right?
Correct. Some of our camps are limited to high school students. And then there's some that are more age 10 and up, or grades, grades. Sometimes the camp is by grade and sometimes by age. But some of the workforce camps, most of the workforce camps are for high school students. We do have an HVAC camp that is for ages 7 through 14. So if a little one is interested in maybe becoming an HVAC technician in the future, it's a way to explore that area. So our faculty has done a great job in tailoring these camps to different ages to make sure that we are getting with kids at an early age and helping them explore career options.
Yeah, HVAC, workforce, welding. It's a way to stick your toe in the water, right? To see if you like it, right? Because you can't learn a lot in 2 weeks, but you're exposed to the point where maybe it'll spark an interest, and that way we're looking at a career path for some of these kids, right?
Correct. And that's the goal here at SCC. We're giving kids an option, different options to explore different areas. At a young age, everybody wants to be like an astronaut or a doctor or a lawyer, or, they've got a variety of things. I want to be a firefighter during the day and a football player at night or something like that. So we give them a little bit of everything so that they explore all those different options. And as they move up, they grow older. They remember, I remember I did welding, I did HVAC. This is what I really liked when I took that camp. And we hope it's a way for them to explore career opportunities.
Olivia De La Rosa, Dean of Continuing Education and Workforce Development. We're talking about South Texas College, their summer camps. Some that are fun in nature, like she piqued my interest. Freddie was asking, hey, can we sign up for the cupcake and cookie decorating one? But there's more serious ones where, kids can be exposed to welding and HVAC and other trades that are high in demand, like super high in demand right now. We got some kids graduating from high schools that are already being sopped up by the Porter Browns. It's amazing to see what's taking place. I would imagine these classes fill up really, really quick. So how are you doing as far as the census at the moment, Olivia?
So they do fill up quick. We have enrollment already open, and we have enrollment in all the camps. There are limited spaces for some of the camps. We encourage people that if they're interested to go on our website and register as soon as possible, because once they fill up, we start a waiting list, but there's no guarantee that they're going to get a spot in the camp.
Obviously, all these classes have a charge, right? You have to pay for this camp, right? So, más o menos, what are we looking at?
So it really depends on the camp. Some camps, like for instance, we've got a biology explorer camp that is free. That camp we're offering at the Pecan campus, at our Starr County campus, at Mid Valley campus. It's for somebody that's interested maybe in biology, and so this is a way to explore that field, and it's completely free. Others, like the cupcake, we've got a sewing one. It's a minimal charge. It's maybe like $90, $94, $100, just to cover mostly supplies and materials. So every camp varies. There are some camps like the Lego robotics camp. That one is a little bit more expensive.
Wow.
It's about $180, right? But it varies. We do offer some that are free, some that are at a small charge.
Lego robotics. I would imagine that would help cover the cost of some of those Legos. Kind of walk away, get 2 feet. Or do you need to bring your own Lego set with you to participate in something like this? Do you know? No? Okay.
No. Yeah. For all our camps, we include all the supplies, all the materials. So if there's a cost, the cost includes the materials and supplies.
Yeah. Yeah. When people say summer camp, the first thing that pops into mind is, people jumping into a lake or a swimming pool, or, campfire, marshmallow roast, and fireside sing along. So it's a different type of fun. And it's an education and even trade based type of fun for the summer. South Texas College with their STC summer camps. Okay, where do they go? Get more information, website, all that. Where do parents go?
So they can go to southtexascollege.edu/youth camps. Or if they just go to our website, southtexascollege.edu, and type youth camps in the search bar, it'll take them to the webpage for our youth camps. They can click on the camp they're interested in. They'll get a description. It'll tell them how much, the cost, the dates, and anything related to the camp. And then there's a register button right on that webpage, and they can register for the camp.
You have any idea how many students you will be able to provide camp to this go around this summer?
So we typically do about between 500 and 600 students per summer. Okay. And with the amount of camps that we've got open this summer, we anticipate also being around 500 to 600 students.
Are they mostly there at the Pecan campus, or is Weslaco also involved? The one on Military Highway in South McAllen? Which campuses do you do all these camps, or do you move them around?
So we do them mostly at Pecan and at the military campus.
Okay.
We do have some out in Stark County and some at Mid Valley. Like, for instance, we've got a new one out at Mid Valley this year that is called Miniature War Games. That one will be scheduled out at our Mid Valley campus.
Wow. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Fascinating menu of the summer camp classes that are available at South Texas College. And because they're roughly, like 2 weeks or something like that, right? There's several sessions that start in, I would imagine there's several sessions between June and mid-August or something like that?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So look at the menu for that. From Lego robotics to exposure to HVAC and air conditioning systems and welding. What else is on the menu? Anything law enforcement, medical? I know you kind of touched on medical as well, because there's so many diverse fields to go into, and it's appropriate that kids attend something like this, not just the camp to jump into a lake or a pond. I mean, they learn something, because at a much faster rate, Olivia, we need to start sounding the alarm. We have thousands of jobs already in the area. High tech, I know, and I can confirm it is on the way. We got everything from chip manufacturing to chemical-based engineering type of jobs. And all these things, our kids need to be ready. Even robotics, it's in the future. It's coming. And our kids need to be ready. Our kids need to take these jobs. So it's appropriate that they participate in this. Anything else that you want to mention as far as on the menu, some of these classes that you're going to be providing, the summer camp?
I would just invite people to go onto our webpage. We've got over 20 different camps. You mentioned like engineering. We've got a mechanical lab in fluid power engineering. We've got the robotics, definitely electrical. We've got electrical. So
Excellent.
There's over 20 different camps that we're offering this summer.
Well, congratulations, Ms. Olivia. Again, tell folks the website, the site to visit to get that menu of all the summer camp classes.
southtexascollege.edu, and then they can just search for youth camps.
Easy enough. Olivia de la Rosa, it's a pleasure, and I wish you great success this summer with all the camps.
Thank you so much. I
Dean
appreciate it.
Dean of Continuing Education and Workforce Development, and that's what they're doing with our huercos, with our kids this summer, putting them into fields that they need to start thinking about, because I want our babies to south up all these amazing jobs that are on the way, and I can confirm, people, they are on the way, and lots of them will be in Brownsville, at the port in Cameron County, very near future. Big thank you to Olivia de la Rosa from South Texas College. Time is 7:28 minutes after that with the morning news on News Talk 710 KURV. This news a service of Edinburgh CISD, along with UTRGV, their collegiate high school, enrolling freshmen and sophomore students. For information, call 956-289-2300. Many questions being raised at the state capitol over the fate of the Texas lottery. They're still debating this. The Texas lottery and the Lottery Commission might be sunset. This following state leaders saying questionable jackpots have been awarded at the Texas lottery. Some lawmakers have not yet approved a budget for the Lottery Commission for the next 2 years. The agency is currently under a sunset review. It happens every 12 years for agencies. If lawmakers do not approve a continuing budget for the lottery, it will be shut down. The Trump White House is getting things done as far as deportations. But what about more border wall?
The head of Homeland Security says that building more border wall in Texas is a priority for the White House. Secretary Kristi Noem says there is currently 700 miles, and since President Trump has taken office, more than 77 more miles have been built.
Steel bollard wall that has been built, but also buoys that are being utilized as well.
She says there are 11 contracts to keep building border infrastructure and 5 more in the works. Congress looking at spending $69 billion on border security.
There's a pre-trial hearing today for a Libyan man accused of bombing Pan Am Flight 103 over Lockerbie, Scotland, 36 years ago. The blast killed 270 people, including 190 U.S. citizens, making the bombing the deadliest terror attack against Americans prior to September 11th. The suspect, known as Masood, was taken into American custody in 2022. The hearing, the pre-trial hearing, will be taking place in the nation's capital. And at the box office this past weekend, the Thunderbolts, $33 million, 2-week take for the Disney Marvel Studio Thunderbolts, $128 million. Number 2 was Sinners, took in $21 million. Minecraft movie after that. And then it was Ben Affleck, Accountant 2, a total take for a few weeks now for accounted to $50 million. You're in tune with the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV on your station for Astros baseball. Tune in tonight. We got the Astros hosting the Royals, 6:40 broadcast. Big thank you to our many supporters, including the Mission Economic Development Office.
Give your liver the support it needs with Active Liver. Go to newnordicusa.com, Amazon, or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS. New you, new Nordic.
Did you know Mighty Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and HVAC also does duct cleaning?
Here, Feathers, guess what?
Tea.
Coffee. You know I don't like tea.
Oh, no. Mighty Mike's offers duct cleaning to make sure your ducts are clean and system running efficiently to save you money. Now is a great time for duct cleaning, so just call 956-686-1353.
Oh, I found callmightymike.com. They do all HVAC services and more.
Except that, but they do duct cleaning. Get your system done. Mighty Mike's to the rescue.
A reminder from my friends Mark and Carla Michaela Funeral Home in Wesco. The Michaela family, my friends, they're pillars in our community, 60 plus years. And moments when, the Lord says it's time for someone to go home. That moment of separation is very, very stressful. Yes, some of y'all going through something like that recently. I wish to impress on you to go ahead and make a call to Carla McCaleb, because when I give you the phone number to the McCaleb clan, that is Carla McCaleb's personal number. Call her to have someone, she can come over, someone can come over from the McCaleb clan, have a sit down with you. They're in Brownsville and McAllen, Harlingen, wherever you are, and make decisions now. Because if you don't do this now, it's going to be a lot more stressful for your immediate family having to deal with loss and separation. My mom and dad did this. They pre-planned, they prepaid. It did make a huge difference. And I would encourage you to go ahead and do that. Just like life insurance, just like when you speak with a financial planner, make sure everything is ready and prepared and properly distributed. Yeah, this is the same thing, because you love your immediate family, your kids, your spouse, your parents. Yeah, get this done now. Call Carla McCaleb. She'll send somebody from the family to you and sit down, make decisions now, and get set up for prepayment as well. Here's the number, 956-650-2841.
Later tonight, tune in for Astros baseball as they host the Kansas City Royals. First pitch at 7:10. Powered by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women, Mission Economic Development Corporation, and News Talk 710 KURV.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
I'm Kevin Walker with your TSN Sports Minute. The Moose stays loose as the Dallas Stars defeated the Winnipeg Jets 5-2 last night to take a series lead. An outstanding performance by Jake Ottinger, stopping 23 of 25 shots at home. For the offense, they exploded in the third period, grabbing 3 goals to break the tie and run away with the first game at home for round 2. With the win, Dallas now holds a 2-1 series advantage over the 1-seeded Jets. Up next, Dallas will host the Jets for Game 4 with a chance to extend their lead or find themselves in a tie. Puck drop is set for 7 tomorrow night. Staying in the diamond, the Houston Astros shut out the Cincinnati Reds yesterday 6-0, capturing their 4th win in 10 games with their first series since the Detroit Tigers on April 29th. Ronel Blanco blanked the Reds, going 8 innings, striking out a career best 11 hitters, allowing just 2 hits. Next will be the Kansas City Royals at home. First pitch tonight is set for 7:10. With your TSN Sports Minute, I'm Kevin Walker.
The Pacers led by 41 at the half. That's the largest halftime lead in playoff history. Crushed the Cavs, now a win away from their second straight trip to the East Finals in the West semis. It's now the best of 3 after the Thunder rallied in the fourth quarter, beat the Nuggets to even the series at 2. Panthers shut out the Maple Leafs to even that series at 2. Rockies beat the Padres to snap their 8-game slide. Then after the game, fired manager Bud Black. Rockies just 7-33 on the season. That's sports. I'm Ron Moss.
AccuWeather says the heat is back. So we got temperatures close to triple digits. Yeah, we're going to hit triple digits somewhere in South Texas. They say 98, 99. Yeah, somewhere in South Texas we hit triple digits today. It's normally like You know the pattern I've noticed, right? About 3 degrees hotter than what they normally say. So tomorrow should be 104 plus. Wednesday, 107 plus. You want to hear the Thursday forecast, Fred? I'm going to tell you anyway. 109 on Thursday. Ah, my goodness. Wow, that's amazing. Border Bridge wait times is posted on KURV.com. Hey, the morning's pretty good, though. Temperature's upper 60s right now. It's a 45-minute wait time if you're using the Hidalgo Bridge headed back to McAllen. The other two, not too bad. It's busy in Brownsville. Let me make sure we got the latest numbers. Yeah. Hour and a half at B&M, 1 hour at Gateway, 1 hour at the Veterans Bridge. Thank you much for making us a part of your morning. Everything is done on your smartphone, isn't it? So that's why you need to go find the free app. It's called Radio Para Mí. We're the only news talk radio station in that big menu of music stations. The little redheaded stepchild of the family, but they're working proudly for you, getting news and information to you. 710 KURV is a Radio Para Mí. Download it today. Kubota Orange Day is being celebrated at Amigo Power Equipment, where JP and Jeff are waiting for you today. Big savings and great financing options on the equipment that you need to get the job done at the ranch and at the lease. Trust Amigo Power Equipment for those tractors that you need, those compact tractors. America's favorite compact tractor, by the way, is Kubota, and you will find it at Amigo Power Equipment. Savings that I know that you will enjoy during Orange Days being celebrated, but you need to hurry up and take advantage of this. Amigo Power Equipment in Edinburgh has Kubota factory-trained pros that will help you find the equipment that you need and connect you with the attachments. Maybe you need to chop up some stuff or put some fence out there. Whatever it is that you need. At Amigo Power, they've got the Kubota factory-trained experts match that job with the equipment that they have. And with Orange Days, the celebration, we got some financing and big saving opportunities that you will find at Amigo Power Equipment. Don't miss the chance to save big on the Kubota equipment that you need. Visit Amigo Power Equipment in Edinburgh. Visit with JP and Jeff at Amigo Power, Edinburgh, Monte Cristo.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in McAllen at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
An illegal alien from Guatemala charged with raping a child in Massachusetts. An MS-13 gang member from El Salvador accused of murdering a Texas man. A Venezuelan charged with filming and selling child pornography in Michigan. These are just some of the heinous migrant criminals caught because of President Donald J. Trump's leadership. I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. Under President Trump, attempted illegal border crossings are at the lowest levels ever recorded, and over 100,000 illegal aliens have been arrested. If you are here illegally, you're next. You will be fined nearly $1,000 a day, imprisoned, and deported. You will never return. But if you register using our CBP Home app and leave now, you could be allowed to return legally. Do what's right. Leave now. Under President Trump, America's laws, border, and families will be protected.
Sponsored by the United States Department of Homeland Security.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC, McAllen Mission.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. Crude oil futures have jumped 4% after the U.S. and China said they have agreed to suspend most tariffs on each other's goods for 90 days, pending further negotiations. Under the agreement, the United States will reduce the tariff on Chinese imports to 30% from its current 145%. Meanwhile, Beijing will cut its retaliatory levies on U.S. goods to 10% from 125%. Reuters reports President Trump is preparing to accept a luxury jet from a royal family in Qatar, which he will use as Air Force One. The plane is a Boeing 747-8 jet. Many people tried to predict who the new pope would be, even putting money on it. Few expected him to be an American from Chicago. Bettors poured more than $40 million into the most recent papal conclave on just 2 prediction market platforms, over $30 million on Polymarket and over $10 million on Kalshi. Futures are sharply higher. The Dow up by more than 1,000 points after the U.S. and China cut tariffs. That's your money now.
AccuWeather says hot and even hotter tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. Highs today close to triple digits, definitely well into triple digits Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, we might see temperatures around closer to 110. That's the forecast, like 109, 110 for Thursday. Today, temperature should be close to triple digits. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. We invite you to join us at Radio Para Mi. Download that free app. The Brian & Brian real estate team is the top team in this entire region, and it's the only team I'm trusting to sell my home, to help me buy a home. You've been looking for a while. You've been looking for a new home for a while. That's because you haven't called the Brian & Brian real estate team. They know the entire market. Let me give you an example. Shannon, she called the Brian & Brian real estate team. She just found a new home here in the Mid-Valley in Weslaco. Thanks to them. She worked with Elias from the Brian & Brian real estate team. Not only did she find a great new home, but because of Elias and the Brian & Brian real estate team, their know-how of negotiation for a new home, they were able to negotiate thousands of dollars off the asking price thanks to the expertise at the Brian & Brian real estate team. So don't go at it alone, man. The difference could be thousands of dollars in your pocket. They can help you find an affordable brand new home as well. That's because for weeks now I've been telling you that the Brian & Brian real estate team, they have partnered with one of the nation's top builders, Edwards Homes. Beautiful homes. And they're affordable too on top of that. Rates as low as 4.75% if you qualify, but I want you to know that the inventory is limited, so you best hurry up and make that phone call. 956-540-2536. The website, ryanandbrian.com. That's ryanandbrian.com.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Brian. Go to ryanandbrian.com.
At Rivetta's Machinery in Donna, they're bringing the best deals on Coyote equipment to your job site, your farm, or your backyard. Right now, take advantage of 0% interest or up to $6,000 cash back on Coyote track loaders and skid steers. These are machines built for maximum performance no matter the task. But don't stop there. They're also offering fantastic savings on Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles. And whether you're hauling something, mowing, tackling other big jobs, Coyote has the equipment to help you get it done. If you're looking for great deals and great service from a team that treats you like family, look no further than Rivetta's Machinery and Coyote. Start your next project right. Visit Rivetta's Machinery in Donna or browse their deals when it suits you at mynewtractor.com. That's their website, mynewtractor.com. Rivetta's for the long haul. See dealer for full details.
Hi there, my name is Tony Bolstead. My wife and I, Carol, own Sand Monsters. We'd like you to come on out and have fun. We've got a half-mile long track out here. It runs across about 3.5 acres. Have adult cars and kid cars, getting laps in, learning how to drive on the sand. And we also lease space to Redline Helicopters is one of our tenants here, and they've got a pad and they do helicopter tours. Lone Star National Bank and the team there really helped us get this thing put together, answered all our questions, huge help.
I am Stephanie Harrison. I am the second generation owner of Sisters Interiors on South Padre Island. We had always dreamed of owning our own land and owning our own building, using our design team to create what you see here today. That's how we got involved with Lone Star National Bank. We partnered with them and they helped us, create the dream.
News and information to start your day.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
It is a Monday morning, May 12, 2025. You're in tune with the Valley's Morning News, along with show producer Fred Cruz, AccuWeather meteorologist Bill Digger joining us today. I'm Sergio Sanchez across the area. It's nice out there. Oh, if we could only put this in a bottle and open it every morning. Temperatures in the upper 60s. Highs today, triple digits. For the rest of the week, they just keep on climbing well into triple digits. News on 710 KURV is a service of Edinburgh CISD, along with UTRGV, their collegiate high school, enrolling freshmen and sophomore students. For more information, call 956-289-2300.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. On the road toward a permanent trade deal with China, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent in Geneva.
We do want trade. We want more balanced trade. And I think that both sides are committed to achieving that.
Tariffs on goods from China are cut to 10%, but the 20% tariff imposed on China for not doing enough to stop the flow of fentanyl to the U.S. remains in place. President Trump delivers a break to millions of Americans.
President is signing an executive order today that is going to implement most favored nations drug pricing. It is going to reduce the cost of drugs in this country by more than half at least.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt earlier on Fox and Friends. The president travels to Saudi Arabia today, then Qatar and the UAE. And the White House confirms Qatar has offered the U.S. a luxury 747 jet to be used as a new Air Force One, but details need to be worked out. America's listening to Fox News.
Google shelling out billions of dollars trying to settle lawsuits in Texas.
Google is handing Texas $1.375 billion to settle claims that it violated data privacy by collecting biometrics and tracking locations without consent. Attorney General Ken Paxton, who sued in 2022, says it's Google's biggest payout for such issues. Google denies liability and won't alter its products. Meanwhile, a $50 million settlement addresses allegations of racial bias against 4,000 black employees, claiming they faced lower pay and fewer promotions. Both deals need a judge's okay.
Texas lawmakers are advancing legislation that would restrict real estate sales to certain countries. The State House amending a Senate bill that permits real estate sale restrictions against countries deemed as national security threats. Some of those countries would be places like North Korea and even China. An early estimate saying that the new tax plan from House Republicans would cost about $5 trillion.
New numbers released Saturday night by the nonpartisan House Joint Committee on Taxation shows the Republican-approved budget allows for $4.5 trillion in tax cuts, contingent on the Republican majority being able to find $2 trillion in spending cuts. The final details of the plan are expected to be unveiled Monday afternoon. I'm Scott Carr in Washington.
And cancer rates appear to be increasing for individuals under the age of 50.
Researchers at the National Institutes of Health found that from 2010 through 2019, 14 cancer types increased among people under age 50, including breast and colorectal cancer. The study appears in the journal Cancer Discovery. Researchers did not give an explanation for the increase, but speculated that risk factors such as increasing obesity may have contributed in some cases. I'm Mark Mayfield.
You're in tune with the Valley's Morning News on your station for Astros baseball. So the Astros are hosting the Royals pregame 6:40. Big thank you to our many supporters, including Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. It's early, you're hungry, and the solution is no, it's not calling mom. Hey, mom, oye, ma, make me some tacos. No, you need to just be kind and considerate. Let mom rest. What you need is El Pato. And by going to the website, elpato.com, you can order as many, like for you and your friends at the office. Because, the team at the office, already at the team. Yeah. It's a team at the office, right? Order a bag full of delicious breakfast tacos, patos, and all your favorites. Chorizo, potato, bacon, ham, refried bean, cheese. Oof, my goodness, whatever you like. And don't forget that little red salsita that you put on top. It's really good. Make it all nice and juicy. Get some El Pato tacos for breakfast right now. Tortillas fresh off the skillet. Everything is fresh. It tastes so good. It smells so good. It's beautiful. It's El Pato breakfast tacos. Hey, don't forget the enchiladas verdes, limited time. This is a spicy play. You like spicy food? This is a good one. That beautiful green sauce with a melted white cheese on top of the chicken enchiladas, perfectly seasoned, rice, bean, and the drink. And amazing, only $6.99. Limited time at every delicious, scrumptious El Pato restaurant.
Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow by New Nordic, available online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewNordicUSA.com, or at your local CVS.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in the Cal at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
Join the Radio United team. We're looking for a marketing consultant to join our dynamic team in the RGV. Are you self-motivated, goal-driven, and ready to help businesses grow? This is your chance to develop and sell advertising and marketing campaigns across multiple platforms, including radio, digital, social media, and more. Requirements include minimum of 3 years of outside sales experience, strong communication, presentation, and negotiation skills, valid driver's license, and reliable transportation. Bilingual is preferred. Must be legally authorized to work in the United States. Send your resume.
Listen to Sergio Sanchez every morning on News Talk 710 KURV and on the Radio Parami app. Stay informed with exclusive interviews from top local and state leaders, plus economic development news, business, and medical reports, and all the local news from the RGV. It's everything you need to know to start your day right. Sergio Sanchez and News Talk 710 KURV on the free Radio Parami